My name is Alex Archibaleta, and I have autism spectrum disorder. I was diagnosed around age 2.5, and started speaking fluently when I was at age 3.
My name is Jordan Wayne, and I was a graphic design major at Grandview University, and I have Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
I'm George Ernst. I'm studying psychology, and my disability is traumatic brain injury.
Well, if in case I ever had a freak out moment or like I felt stressed, I was actually able to leave the room and go to another room to calm down. A special ed classroom, but then I was actually in regular classes actually for a majority of high school, middle school, and elementary school. I only had like one special ed class throughout each one of those schools, just in case it was like a safe zone in case I or I wouldn't say safe zone, but it was like a detox area, I would say, just like they were someplace where I do my homework and catch up.
Up through high school, I had accommodations where the main things for me were being able to come to classes late, because I usually use the bathroom or something between classes.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that takes a little longer, so being able to just come and leave classes as I need to. And then another one was having more test taking time if it was a test that involved a lot of writing, because it'd take me longer to write. So just having that as an option. And that was really the extent of what I needed when I was younger like that. And then once I came to college, there was more accommodations they gave me where, they had it set up so I would have classroom attendants, and who would take me to class and bring me back from class and help with anything I needed during the class time. So they just kind of, and I believe that is a work study type program for students taking part in it. And then again, I had accommodations for coming to class late if I needed to, or leaving early. The other things were just with living on campus, having the accessible dorm room, being able to live there all 4 years, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I get notes written down by a volunteer from my class, emailed to me. I get extra leeway on certain assignments, so if they're late, I don't get as much points docked. And I also get a mentor.
Yes, I bet that guy's great.
Yeah.
Well, there was actually some bullying going on actually it was very minimal in elementary school, but when junior high hit, I was like the target.
Mm-hmm.
But high school came around and got a little better, and then college is where it all stopped altogether.
And I guess regarding things that weren't them helping me, I'd say socially I pretty people treated me fairly well, pretty normally, I guess. If I asked for help for things, usually someone would help, no problem. They didn't really care, but unless I specifically asked for something, they just treated me normal. So
yeah, if anything, some people are just neutral. They don't even.
Good.
Some people don't even fucking know.
How does that make you feel? Did they?
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. It's fine.
Okay, first, there's 2 rules I'm going to tell you. First of all, don't let them cower in their fear. make them suck it up. That's the first thing you need to do.
Okay.
Make them tough it out. But the second rule is don't be assertive or aggressive about it. You need to be dominant about it, but not assertive or aggressive.
To find
Dominance, not aggression. You need to let them know it's going to help them, and you need to be compassionate about it enough to the point where it's not actually aggression. So compassion and tell them to suck it up, basically, and give them the help that they need. That's the third rule.
give them the help that they need. Okay,
Yep.
so it sounds
And
like
not
you.
what they want. Understand?
Yeah, what they need, not what they want, because they're different. They're definitely different things. So yeah, it sounds like you're trying to say like, find a good middle ground, show them you care, but not in a way that you're being, rude or over aggressive about it.
However, there is a fourth rule I'm going to tell you.
Okay, etc.
Fourth rule is everyone is different. Every autistic kid is different. You have some that are higher functioning, like Einstein. You have some that are lower functioning, like more like nonverbal. And basically, you need to be. For me, I was more of a high functioning. So with me, it was more like suck it up, buttercup, but be not I wouldn't say be assertive or aggressive about it, but be dominant about it, and get them to where they need to be. You know what I mean? But with lower functioning, you cannot give up on them. You need to help them realize the patterns and what they're going through, and give them what they need, and give them and show them the guidance, and eventually they'll learn onto it, and then they'll master it.
I don't know, just kind of watch out and see if you notice it looks like the student may need help with something, and then privately you could ask them do you need help with this, or are you okay on your own, just to, because not everybody's as comfortable with asking for help, but then you also don't want to call it out and make it a source of attention. So yeah, probably just not trying to make it seem as little of a issue or a big deal as possible. I'm just kind of just being respectful about that, and then another good thing to do is just say you have a student in your class that has a specific disability or whatever, maybe just reading up on it a little bit, just kind of to know what may be issues with it, and that way you can kind of think about things that might improve their experience.
What did you say? I forgot.
Okay, sorry. It's kind of a long
That's
question.
exactly what I need. I need people to know that are teaching me things that I do not remember nearly as well. They're going to have to... I won't remember to turn things in as often, or that I even had something to do, so there's that.
The first theme that I noticed across each of the individuals was you've got to study up and get to know your students. If you don't put in the extra work to get the research done about what their disability is, then it's going to be really hard to understand how they learn best and how to best interact with them. The second theme is that everyone is different. A lot of times with students with disabilities, they can get clumped into the same group, but disabilities range from physical to mental and everything in between. They vary on different levels of disability, and you've just got to understand that there's not a one-size-fits-all when it deals with students with disabilities. the last theme that like really stood out to me was there's certain things that you've got to respect when working with students with disabilities. For one, privacy. Jordan talked about, there's some questions that you just shouldn't ask them in front of the class. So understand students' barriers and what's okay to say and what's not. And then the other big one is independence. Pretty much everyone mentioned like you don't want to hold their hand the whole way through school. You want to give them a chance to do things for their own and grow as their own person, and that will help them, maximize their experience in schools.